And yes, it is Friday, and we are live. Welcome everybody to. Hang on, this guy is about to jump on here, get all mouthy. Damn Bitcoin Ben going live. How dare he?
No kidding.
What do you say, Patrick? How are you?
Just having fun. How about you?
Brother, I am living the dream.
Yeah.
Wearing the neon turtle shirt today.
Good for you.
I like turtles.
You know, he's about 30 years old now.
I know, isn't that crazy? I saw a picture of him. Looks exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
Just bigger.
Oh, yeah.
I like turtles.
Oh, yeah. I think he's from Jeff County.
Oh, I wouldn't. No, he'd be like, I like meth.
Well, back then it was turtles. Now it's meth.
With turtles. Yeah, no doubt.
That's my boy. So, represent. Yeah.
Jeff Co. How is everybody? I hope you're having a great day today. It's an awesome Friday here in Arnold, Missouri. I got about 4 more days of being here, and I'll be in Florida after that, but I will be traveling up here like 1 week a month. And so I got to come back to Jeff Co. That's my roots. And Patrick, how are you today, brother?
I'm doing fine. Yeah. Beautiful day. Heat is not nearly what it had been. No humidity to speak of today. Yeah. Looking forward to a great weekend.
How's the swimming pool treating you?
It's treating me just fine, thank you.
You have that glow about you.
You mean I'm clean?
That and your level of stress has gone down since you've got that pool. I'm suspecting a lot of floating around with the little drink in your hand.
There's been a bit of that. Yeah, there's been a bit of that. Yes, absolutely there has been. And there's still more. I mean, I think we have, we're not even at the midpoint in August, and then September till the end. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have an amazing pool. That thing is just made for, because you chose well, because it's a pool with a lot of ledges that you can sit on. So you can sit there and drink, and you don't have to worry about floating and all that moving your arms stuff.
Right.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's a fat man's pool. I'm very happy.
And I happen to be a fat man.
Well, and I didn't buy it for you.
No. So you plan on getting fat?
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Then you got to quit going to the gym. That gym's going to fuck that plan up.
Yeah, it will kill me.
Oh, well. Let's jump right in here. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ben and Patrick conversation.
Glad you could take part in it. Yeah.
It's Friday. It's beautiful weather this weekend. My wife and I are actually going over to a friend's house tonight who has a pool, and don't know if we're getting in the pool tonight, but we're going back over there tomorrow and definitely getting into the pool tomorrow. So we got a great weekend planned, and everything in the world is fine. There's
Yeah,
no issues,
none.
no drama. Everybody's getting along. Trump and Joe Biden are apparently going to go out to dinner, have drinks, and word is Trump is actually going to feed Joe his pudding. See, Trump's got a heart.
Yes, he
He
does.
does. He's going to lovingly feed Joe Biden his pudding. Make sure you chew it, Joe. We don't want you choking, little feller. Hey, looks like we got a new member. We got Jim Flanagan. That's right. You can join YouTube as like a member now. Ooh, Flanagan's a member. He fancy. So
That's our Jim. That's our Jim.
speaking of drinking, we are all amateur drinkers compared to Flanagan. That guy, I've never seen somebody be able to drink so much and walk a straight line. Years of practice.
Yes, it's a skill. It's a gift.
Man. So, Trump was served with a warrant, and they searched his house, and the attorney general, under public pressure, comes out yesterday and says he's filed to release the warrant documents to let people know what they're looking for. Now, my theory on this, they don't want to really release what they were looking for, because I think they were looking for evidence
Anything.
against them that Trump's got. So, and what kills me, Trump is playing them like a violin. They thought he would come out, just a private, business. Trump's like, really? Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead and release the information of what you were looking for. You have my approval. Go right for it. Because he knows it's a trap, and they know it's a trap. It's just they can't help.
The judge came back yesterday, and he said that the Justice Department has to have Trump's approval before they release. So there's sometime this afternoon they have to present to Trump the opportunity to say yes or no on releasing what's in the warrant, because it was his stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
just as much as they want to go out and release it. And I was surprised that the judge said that, because Reinert is he's a magistrate that was appointed by other judges. He was involved in the Epstein situation. He represented Epstein's employees at one point. He was in Epstein's back pocket. So, yeah, it's a rather colorful situation, and I think Reinert found himself to be in the public crosshairs when all of that got out that he was involved with Epstein. So he's reining himself in to whatever extent he can. But there were some tweets that he put out about Trump in the past that he should have recused himself based on information that was put out there. So yeah, this is not going to be pretty.
I wonder if the judge is on the airplane docket.
That's a great question.
Would you be surprised?
No, I would not be.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I think that docket is gonna be the material that starts bringing people down. Because once that's released, if you're on there, you're automatically getting looked at.
Right.
Especially if you're going to the island. Now, if he just like hopped a ride from, or someone hopped a ride from like Florida to like New York, okay, that happens. Rich people hop on like rich people's planes all the time. But if you went from Florida to the island
27 times,
27. Well, we won't name names on who that was. You might have some splaining to do.
Yeah.
You don't go to an island 27 times. And what everyone says was so awesome about the island was the pool and the gym facilities. Right.
Yeah.
You just hey, I'm going down to the island to work out.
Right.
You want to come? Sure. No, number one, I wouldn't even walk outside my office to work out. Number two, there ain't a pool cool enough for me to fly that far just to sit in the pool. I got your house. I can go there.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that I have a feeling this is the beginning of the disclosure rollout.
Well, interestingly, Giselle Maxwell finds herself now housed in a rather posh, low-level security federal facility, and she hasn't given up any names. So I think that was a reward that she got for keeping her pie hole shut up to this point.
Well, that may be so, but that flight log's public.
Oh, the flight log is, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no question about that.
It's hang on a second. My beautiful wife. Happy Friday, all. It's been a crazy week. Hope you had a wonderful week. Good morning, honey. Yep, her and I are heading to a friend's house this evening. Gonna have some dinner and drinks, then head over, go swimming tomorrow, and drink some more drinks. It's just gonna be a drinking weekend. But so do you think that this is leading to something? Do you think they're honestly going to try and press charges against Trump? They almost have to, don't they?
Well, you can only go as far as the evidence leads you. And if there's nothing there, and we know that there isn't, they're going to find themselves empty-handed. Obama had a bunch of stuff that the National Archives said that they wanted, that he took that he shouldn't have. And they've spent several $1 million trying to get it. And he flat out said, I'm not giving it up. So there's a precedent there in terms of the level of dedication to pursuing a former president's removal of items that the National Archives says is theirs. So they're not going to have jack shit to stand on if that's the extent of what they're looking for. I don't think it is. I think they were looking for anything and everything that they could possibly prosecute him for, above what he took from the White House. And he had a bunch of stuff cleared already. He had been working, his staff had been working with the National Archives through the beginning of this year in terms of providing information, giving them back things that they had asked for. And suddenly the communication breaks down and we find that there's a boatload of FBI agents showing up at his front door. This was all, this had been...
Looked like a SWAT team, didn't it?
No, I don't think they had a SWAT team. The National Archives doesn't have a SWAT team.
But this was
magnifying glasses.
This was the FBI, though.
Yeah.
And I thought I heard that they didn't just like knock on the door.
Oh no! They broke into a room. They broke into a room that they had requested that a lock be put on, an additional lock, where some of these boxes that they had agreed upon providing back to the National Archives were stored. And these guys had the key. There was absolutely to do this.
Like, we can just open this, right?
Right. Yeah. But what's the theatric value in that? There's no sense of fear that they put in anybody's heart by just using a key. No, they got to use flashbangs, and not that they did here, but and the big hammer. It was all BS. But honestly, they weren't looking for the stuff from the National Archives. They were looking for other things.
I think that some of what they were looking for was the private letters that Trump and the guy over in North Korea,
Kim,
were actually writing back and forth, because those were handwritten letters.
Right.
They would not like talk on the phone or anything.
No.
Very interesting how, and apparently he had some type of written dialogue with like Putin and the president of China, and that's actually part of the reason that I think that this is all about to kick off. We already got Putin, rearranging what's that country over there?
Ukraine?
Yeah, Ukraine. You have China about to invade Taiwan, and I don't think they're going to invade. This is going to be just like Russia. There's just a couple of biolabs they need to check mark off that they're no longer there. Because I think that they are trying to avoid a nuclear war. Because if they can strategically get rid of these biolabs, then they don't have to go the Hiroshima route. Because, like I've said in the past, the atomic bombs of World War II,
very antiseptic.
yes, they weren't used because they make a nice little hole in the middle of this friggin' city. They're used because they kill everything. And I'm talking microns and little viruses for like 45 or 50 miles circumference. Anything smaller than I think it was a fruit fly. Anything smaller than a fruit fly, it kills it instantly within a 50-mile radius. Humans are killed instantly at the blast site, and I think 4 miles away from the blast site. Then as you go out, you ain't gonna live long, but you ain't gonna die instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, radiation poisoning.
Yeah, yep. That's what Putin, Trump, the president of China, Xi, is that his name? Xi,
Yeah.
or she or
Xi.
me, or
Xi.
it sounds like a pronoun guy. They, the, that.
They actually, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh my God. Get on YouTube. Type in Chinese stutterer. It is the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. Like me having a speech impediment myself, I find it hilarious because the English language, when you have a stutter, is pretty funny. But the Chinese language, when you have a stutter, it sounds it makes me think of what the sounds of the China on the Titanic must have sounded like as it went down. Ching, 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 ching. Oh my God. Just Google it. It's funny as shit. And that's not being racist. You can do it with South Koreans too. Any Asians.
Is it a guy or is it a woman?
Oh, there's several of them. There's actually, did you know that less than 1% of stutterers are women?
Yeah, I knew it was few.
Mostly men. Yep. See, what about that? Why aren't we talking equality in stuttering? Huh? Why don't women want to share that 50-50? Damn it. Us men. Us us men, we are using our toxic masculinity to dominate the speech impediment realm.
Yeah, you're not willing to share.
That's right. We men stutter. This is just a weird Friday. I don't
It
know.
is.
I think I need like a glass of wine or something for lunch.
Okay.
Maybe a bottle. I don't know. No, I shouldn't. I'll drink later. But so, and economically, we have mainstream media again today starting to dig into this whole inflation reduction bill. Have you heard about this? Apparently, in the bill, it will regulate 80% of the energy companies in America out of business. So the only ones that are going to survive are like big oil and like a big coal, like the big refineries and stuff. The Texas, like if you own land in Texas and you got oil on your land, apparently if you have less than 100 acres, it actually phases your license out over 5 years or something, where you can no longer pull oil out of your land if you own less than 100 acres. So on Bloomberg this morning, they have a energy expert. And the energy expert, the gal asked him an honest question. Isn't this inflationary towards energy? And the guy, without missing a beat, goes, oh, yeah, our energy costs are going to at least quadruple just off this. Because there's a lot of like mom and pop oil rigs all over Texas,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oklahoma, up in like North Dakota.
Yep.
This actual bill basically squashes shelling or
Tracking.
yeah, fracking. Basically eliminates fracking because fracking is you sign like smaller contracts with like smaller landowners, and you go in from the angle if it's under their house or something like that. And so that gets rid of all that. And this guy is like, oh yeah, our energy prices are going to like really bad skyrocket.
Yeah, that's what that's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. These guys, their intention has been from the outset to make the cost of gas so prohibitive that we can't use it. But you're not offering us an alternative that's viable or sustainable. Use wind or solar? Fuck you. No.
Yeah. Plus, I don't want any of this electric charge on transport, because electricity is so easily shut off. You know, you want to control the population. You know, get all of us driving electric cars and then make sure that the cars have shutoffs.
Well, you know what was interesting? There was a conversation that was going on in a House of Representatives subcommittee hearing about the efficacy of electric cars and the entire power grid. And the booty guy was the subject of the discussion, and there was a rep from Kentucky. I can't remember his name. He's rather a bookish-looking guy. He's really smart, and he's grilling Buttigieg on just how capable our infrastructure is to support the notion that there's 2 electric cars in every driveway, and that we can power those up on an ongoing basis. Now, a third of the energy that's used in a house is for air conditioning, but it takes 4 times as much energy to power a car to get it up to the point of a full capacity on its charge. And then you have 2 of them. The grid just can't handle that. There's no way.
That hell they're warning people, hey, we're shutting it. We're having brownouts, out in California.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And they're asking people not to charge up their cars.
Yeah. Elon Musk put out a tweet and said, please hold off on charging your cars from noon until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Wait, what the hell? How am I supposed to get home from work?
Right.
Asshole. It's charging while I'm at work. See, I don't like to call people stupid, but liberals are stupid. Right? Anybody who buys into this whole green shit, like Rush Limbaugh used to say, green is the new red. All right. It is centralized control, just a different color. If we give up our freedom, because remember the old days, Patrick, when you had a car that you could actually work on?
Yeah. Yeah.
That, you got to clean the carburetor or something like that. You take it apart, you clean it up, you put it back together. It's a good afternoon, job.
Therapy.
Right. But switch on a little KC95 and, clean out the carburetor, or replacing a transmission. Hell, when I was young, replacing a transmission, as long as they bolted up, they worked. Hell, now I'm not even sure where the hell the transmission is. I think it's approximately the same place, but it's also computerized now that, hell, your truck, I'm not even sure if it has an engine. It's all just one big computer.
Right.
By the way, I love how when you open the door, that thing slides out, that you put your foot on and you get up into it.
Yeah, the board.
Yeah, that's fancy.
Yeah, it is fancy.
It's almost like red carpet redneck, because it's a truck, but when you open the door, it slides out this fancy little step so you can get up in your fancy little truck and drive out to the farm and get it covered with mud.
Yeah. Yep. I do that on a regular basis. So
nothing wrong with that.
Nope. And I don't wash it that often.
No, you are known for not washing vehicles. Your last truck, I think you were so anti-clean truck, you'd park it in the garage if it was going to rain, just so it wouldn't get clean.
Yeah. I drive them so hard that sometimes I believe that the dirt holds it together. So,
boy, that last truck, the only thing holding it together was rust and prayer. That was it.
Yeah. I beat the hell out of that one. That's a fact.
Hey, it kept rolling. Didn't you get like 280,000?
That one was 230.
Oh,
that one was 230. We started, I think it was transmission issues. Something started to go sideways on it again, and I was like, forget it. I'm not doing this anymore. Overheating. It started to overheat again, and I had just put $1,000 into it.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that phone call. Hey, Ben. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, what you doing? Yeah, I'm on the side of the road, me and the wife. Yeah, can you come get me? Sure.
Yeah.
Bring water. We're about to die.
Yeah. It was the end of July.
It was so hot that day.
It was over 100, and the truck overheated. There was a bunch of crap that happened there. That was a mess.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Say la vie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole going green thing is economic suicide. It's the one thing about gasoline, it reliably explodes. If you take a flame and you put it near gasoline, it's going to blow up. With electricity, if something happens at the plant, if something happens on the line, if something happens at the pole, if something happens at the fuse box, if something happens inside your wall, there's a whole lot of shit that can go wrong with electricity. But gasoline is a reliable source of energy. And we've already got the whole network running. Can you remember in the last 30 years having brownout issues?
No.
We never.
No.
In the 90s, California never said, oh, you know what? We're going to have brownouts in certain areas. No, it didn't happen. They are producing these electricity shortages on purpose. And it's all the EPA. It's all this. We got to save the yellow snail. Where they shut. And something else. Did you see the explosion at the Hoover Dam?
Yeah.
A few weeks ago. Did you hear anything about that?
Yeah.
Really hear anything?
Yeah, it was a generator. They put it out and it's been replaced.
Okay.
Yeah, it's above board.
I saw it on social media. Then I saw like a blip, and then it was gone. And
Yeah,
I'm like, well, that
yeah,
seems
yeah.
weird.
It's nothing nefarious. Their bigger issue is having water in Lake Mead to run through the Hoover Dam. They're pretty screwed.
They are in some deep shit.
Yeah, they are, and they're using some real old metrics in terms of um, how they portion the water and the power, and it's all based on the water levels in Lake Mead. Lake Powell is above it, and there are two other reservoirs that are being
Yeah.
used, and yet they're using Lake Mead solely as the means of determining how they're going to parcel that out. So there's going to be a come to Jesus meeting in terms of how that apportionment's taking place. But you know, it'll probably be in 10 years when it's too friggin' late.
Yeah. Here's a question for you. Do you think that the Supreme Court is gonna start getting rid of like EPA authority?
That's a great question. Yeah, there's a decision that's in the works right now. It's EPA versus West Virginia. And yes, I do. I think that the laziness that's come out of Congress in terms of providing the reins of power to various agencies to create laws and policies.
No. They call them regulations. They're not laws.
Sure. To create laws is going to be smacked down, and the implications for that across the board is going to be huge, because those new 87,000 IRS employees that they're talking about hiring over the next decade is going to get smashed. Because
Yes.
IRS has been involved in the same type of behavior as has been the ATF. Yeah, there's
Think about all of the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
The EPA, the education,
Department of Ed, Department of Energy. Oh yeah. Ag. Yeah.
Department of Land Management.
Oh, another one.
That's a behemoth.
Yeah.
Of a nightmare.
There are going to be bureaucrats soiling themselves from here to eternity when that hits the fan, and it's coming. Yeah. And
Joe
I'm
knows
sure there's the boys in the Supreme Court are just going like this.
Joe knows crypto nails it. Weaponized agencies. Yep. Absolutely. And as Trump said in his inauguration, you know what I mean, in 2016, the American people don't run this country. It's a bureaucracy of just bureaucrats who know, and that's why it didn't matter who got elected. You could elect, George Bush. Now, mind you, they're all progressives. Ever since Reagan, you got Bush one, then you got Clinton, then you got Bush two, then You got Obama, all progressives. Now, Obama, not just a progressive. Obama is a full-out Marxist.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just flag flying.
His daddy was a communist.
Which daddy?
Yeah, the real one.
The real one.
Not
Exactly.
Not the Kenyan.
Yeah, not the kid. There's no way that Kenyan guy was Obama's dad. No way in hell. But what was his real dad's name?
I think it was David. No, Davis was mom's name. I can't remember his name. But he was
help us out, chat.
He was a Marxist. And they said he was like an uncle.
Yes.
Yeah, a pervy uncle is what he was.
In fact, Obama, yes, Frank Marshall Davis. Thank you.
What is Davis? Okay.
See, we have the smartest people in our chat. Frank Marshall Davis. Google that son's a bitch. He worked for the CIA. He wrote he was the editor of a communist magazine. Well, first off,
so as the Justice Department moves to unseal the warrant,
he was the publisher of a bunch of pornography magazines originally. Then he thought he'd clean up his act a little bit.
Is that how the naked pictures of Obama's mom got published?
Yep. So Frank Marshall Davis was a member of Obama's mom and dad's church in Hawaii called the Little Red Church. They called it the Little Red Church because it was a communist front. And that's how him and her met, was at the Little Red Church. And Frank Marshall Davis was a CIA operative, and they tried using him, getting him close to the Reverend Martin Luther King, but King rejected Frank Marshall Davis because Martin Luther King was a Republican. He hated communism. He flat out despised communists. And it's if people knew the true history of all this, and it will come out, it will. You look at Frank Marshall Davis and you look at Obama, that's that boy's daddy. There ain't no doubt about it. Because that other guy that they said was his daddy, that is a black man. Think of the blackest black person you ever saw, and then shut off the lights. And that was That was the Kenyan guy. There ain't enough creamer in the world to add to that coffee to make Obama. I'm telling you right now. It's all this history and all of this truth is going to come out, folks. And it's going to show 125 years of progressive agenda whittling away at the American structure. And this has been going on prior to the Civil War. The Civil War was where we are right now. This environment on a global stage is the environment we had in America right before the Civil War. We had currencies that were going to crap. We had Abraham Lincoln locking up journalists, having senators arrested. Folks, ain't nothing new under the sun. This has all happened before. It's just no one ever taught anybody any of this. And unless you're a history nerd like me, all right, now this is absolutely a troll. Obama is, look at this. Obama is a grandson of Hitler. No. No. Nice try, Ronald. I'm a bot. Wisniewski, yeah. Brother, if it was that easy, if it was Obama, Hitler, there you go.
Yeah.
No, it's. I do agree there are bloodlines. I do agree with that. There are bloodlines that have ran this world for a long time. But it switched from bloodlines in the early 1900s to political ideology over the 1900s. And all right, here's a word from the sponsor. Be right back, folks.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
Patrick, could you check real quick and see what the price of the Bitcoin is?
Sure.
Sweet. Yeah, hey guys, don't worry about cryptos. Don't worry about Bitcoin. Don't worry about cryptos. Cryptos are going to grow as we go through this little chit show.
23,807.
So we were like last month, we were hovering between like 19 and 21. This month, we're hovering between like 22 and 24. Next month, and according to a few over-the-counter friends, it's picking up, especially in Africa. I don't know the volume, and this is a quote, the volumes going into Africa of the Bitcoin is 1,000 times what it was last year. Somebody in Africa is buying a shitload of Bitcoin off the exchanges. I don't know who it is, but get your crypto laptop now. Oh, and once again, I got a special for you guys today. First off, as soon as we end this video, I will be answering the phones at CALIX Solutions for 1 hour. So if you need a safe, secure place, laptop, to hold and interact with your cryptocurrencies, call as soon as we get off the air. And I will be answering the phones personally for 1 hour. I lost a bet. No, just joking. And if you act now, you buy one laptop and we ship you one laptop. You heard me right, folks. You buy one, we send you one.
You know I'm going to be dealing with this shit.
I know you are. He said I get 2 for the price of 1.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
All right, everyone, have a great weekend. Remember, don't worry, Trump, Putin, everything's fine. Trump's going to swing by the White House. He is going to feed Joe some pudding. All will be fine by Monday. Have a great weekend, Patrick.
You have fun swimming tomorrow.
Absolutely. You have fun doing what you're doing.
I will. Thank you.
All right, everyone. See you guys on Monday, bright and early, same time. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Oh, give us a call, 702-845-8276 at CALIX. If you don't, you will get a flat tire this weekend. You have been cursed.